In today's video, I want to share 5 common Etsy print-on-demand mistakes that I don't want you to make as a new seller. Hey good people, it's your girl Alex here. Welcome back to another video. I hope you are doing well. Listen, I know that when it comes to mistakes, honey, it's like taboo. You don't want to talk about it. But on this channel, we're going to talk about mistakes that can happen, as a new Etsy seller. And I just want to give y'all all of the tea, okay? So let's dive right on into mistake number 1 that I want you to avoid when it comes to being a new Etsy seller. And that is posting stagnantly. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to Etsy, it is a numbers game. So the more listings you create, the more you can earn, okay? Now, depending on what you sell, there are some shops that have like 50 listings, but are making thousands of dollars a month, whereas there are shops that have in the hundreds of listings and they're making still thousands of dollars a month. Regardless of what side of the coin you fall on with what you're selling, so your product base and how many listings you post, you're still going to want to post consistently because that's how you win on Etsy, okay? If I can be frank, that's how you win and that's how you are really successful, by consistently posting. So to avoid that, I would recommend that you set time aside, realistic time, right? Okay, we all are handling multiple things at a time, okay? So I get it. It's not like we are in the pandemic, right? And we have all this time to spare. We actually are doing more things now. And so I know that realistically, when it comes to posting, this is going to look different for everybody. Personally, I do this, like I post listings towards like the end of the night and on the weekends, and I just kind of like block out time, let's just say like Saturday morning, to really get listings uploaded, or I just, trickle it out throughout the week. So this can look like anything you want, but that's one of the mistakes you're going to want to avoid, and that's just posting stagnantly. The second common mistake when it comes to Etsy print on demand, and honestly, that's just not having enough funds available for Printify or Printful to process your order. You're going to need some cash flow, okay? You're going to need an investment, an initial investment for your print-on-demand business, because as your orders start coming in, you're going to want to make sure that you can process those orders, or to simply put it, you're going to want to make sure that you can pay Printify to process your orders and get them to your customers. So it is smart, and I mentioned it in a few videos, but it is smart and it is suggested to have a couple hundreds of dollars, okay? So that way you can process your orders in an efficient manner, okay? You're not really waiting on anything. So that's another common mistake too, is that people don't have the funds that they need, before they start print on demand. And I don't want you to go through any of that, okay? So just make sure you have some money on standby, so that way you can have your orders processed really smoothly, okay? Because we just want things to be in order. So the third common mistake when it comes to Etsy print on demand, that is listing really poor quality pictures, okay? People shop with their eyes, right? You guys are watching this with your eyes. What I'm saying is people shop with their eyes. So it's like you want to make sure that your pictures are looking really, really good, high quality, bright, something that really sells your product to the customer. You want to make sure that you are using either some presets, okay? You are using mock-ups that look realistic, okay? Specifically with print on demand, mock-ups are going to be your best friend. I personally am addicted to buying mock-ups because that's what helps my shop grow, right? I'm not going to have this inventory, so I have to compensate for that. And the one way I do that is finding really high quality mock-up photos. So that way I just have a legit looking shop, even though I don't have the inventory in house, okay? So one of the common mistakes that people make is that they don't use high quality photos. And I don't want that to hurt you in the long run, my friend. So, okay, when it comes to that investment, go ahead and either buy the mock-ups, okay? Go ahead and use some presets if you really want to. You can definitely achieve this at an affordable rate, okay? But initially, just make sure that you have high quality photos. If sometimes, if you're looking at the screen and you're looking at something for too long, so you feel like it looks good, don't be afraid to ask a friend or family member to look at it for you. So that way you see how everything looks. Also, when it comes to your listing photos, I just want to mention that you want to make sure that you're checking the Etsy app in that view too. You know, a lot of times people are on their phone, right? So just make sure that when it comes to these listing photos, you are also thinking about how would it look on an iPhone or whatever. So just keep that in mind when it comes to the mistakes to avoid, because you don't want to have no pictures out here looking crazy, because people are not going to want to buy anything. And that's honestly the truth. Okay, so the fourth common mistake when it comes to Etsy print on demand is not having a full description or having an incomplete description, okay? So when it comes to descriptions, that's a verbal way to let your product shine. You want to make sure that you are describing this product to a customer who may honestly have the time on their hands to read everything, and they want to know what this product is about. You want to highlight the uses, the material, how this can be washed, how this can be taken care of, all of that good stuff, as well as like your shop's policy. So shipping policy, do you accept returns? What's your exchange policy? All of this should be included in your description. A lot of this is time consuming, but it's going to be worth it. I would never sit up here and tell you that everything takes 5 minutes, because it don't. This takes some time. You know, you want to craft your description to where it just comes off very like humanized, humanistic, like a person type this, okay? Not Chat GPT. You just want to make sure that you have a really good description for that product. So don't skip out on this, because believe it or not, this also helps your SEO. So you want to make sure that that description, you know, give it some fluff, okay? Think of it as gourmet, okay? There's nothing cheap. This is a gourmet real estate at this point. So just make sure that you are utilizing that description. Number 5 on the list of the common mistakes that people make when it comes to Etsy print on demand is the fact that they're not using all of their tags, okay? You want to make sure you're using all 13 tags. Now, naturally, this is not going to come easy, right? This is going to be something that you're going to have to sit and really see what a tag looks like, what a tag that's fully optimized looks like. You're gonna have to really put yourself in the customer's position when it comes to your tags. But I guarantee you, even if you have tags that may not be fully optimized, it is best to have that than not utilize all of them, okay? So as you're sitting there, just keep in mind that you wanna use all 13 tags. Listen, take up all of that real estate. Now, if you don't know where to start with tags, this is where the tool called Everbee is going to come in. I use Everbee every single time, okay? Every single day I'm using Everbee when it comes to my Etsy print on demand shop, because I like to know what other people are using. I like to get inspired, but also this is a good way to see what tags are working. And so you can start collecting really good optimized tags for your own shop. So I'll leave the link below to the Everbee growth plan. But when it comes to, like I said, the common mistakes that sellers are making, you're not using all your tags, babe. You need to use all these tags, because trust me, it's going to benefit you. In regards to being pulled, you know, naturally in search, you want to make sure that you're doing that, okay? So please use all of the tags. It's going to help you out. Trust me, okay? I will not be telling you a lie. I might tell you a joke, but I won't be telling you a lie, okay? So use all of your tags. Okay, so now it's time to turn the lens on you. We've talked about the 5 common mistakes that sellers make when it comes to Etsy print on demand, but now I want to hear from you. Are you running into any issues when it comes to print on demand? If so, leave me a comment down below so that way I can keep making this content. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you're liking the vibe, and I'm gonna catch you in my next video. Bye, y'all.